What is going on, everybody? So I'm back with another video covering the Sixers offseason. Before we start the video, I just want to say go subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and do enjoy sports content. We do a lot of Sixers, Eagles content here, all different variety of stuff, so make sure to check all that out and like the video so this gets pushed out to other people on YouTube. All right, without further ado, let's get into the video. So today I'm coming to you guys presenting some news slash report things that I've been seeing recently, some recent news regarding the Sixers NBA draft. So I saw some articles today. I think Kyle Neubeck is the source of where this came from. Says that the Sixers are most likely going to be trading away their first round draft pick, which is number 28 in this NBA draft. I think it's a good move because we're trying to win now. The report also says that in trading away this pick, we're most likely looking for veteran players, and it might be and we're looking for veteran players because we're trying to win now. Obviously, we're in win now mode, and some players that could be on the roster right now, but our developmental players will be getting less and less time because we're trying to win a championship right now. So in trading away this pick, you're most likely trying to bring in a player that can come in, has experience in the playoffs, maybe has a championship, or maybe has been in the finals before and just has experience in veteran leadership that can come in and play a big role in the team in order to help the Sixers try to win this championship. And it's a good fit as well. So I don't know because there was no specifics in the article talking about what kind of player or what specific players they may be looking for in a deal involving the number 28 overall pick. But just off the top of my head, if I could think back to last year, I remember draft night was where the Sixers did a lot of their offseason moves. I believe that night they traded Horford in the first round pick for Danny Green, which turned out to be a really, really great trade. Hopefully Danny Green resigns. If not, it's all right. We could get into a whole different conversation about that. But just moving on, we also traded Josh Richardson and a second round pick to the Dallas Mavericks for Seth Curry, which clearly we won that trade. Seth Curry is going to be a part of this team moving forward. So that was a really good deal. And Daryl Morey, I have faith in whatever he does, and I have confidence in him. I feel like we could use this first round draft pick for a really good player that can come help us win now. Probably a 3-and-D player with championship or playoff experience. That would be the ideal fit in my opinion. Actually, that's not the ideal fit. The ideal fit would be you get a guard where you can package that pick with somebody like a Shake Milton that has potential, or somebody else on the roster, depending on who that could be. But that has potential, can be a good player in this league, or can help another team contribute to win now, depending on what team you're trading this to try to get something back in return. Try to get a ball-handling guard that can create shots for himself and others. That is the Sixers' number one need, in my opinion. Perimeter creation, ball handling. We need a point guard. It's not rocket science. We need a point guard. So if you could find a way to package that pick with other things, other assets, maybe other draft assets, maybe players, like I said, Shake Milton would be an example of a player. You package all that together and try to pull back a player that can be our main ball handler. Because we don't know what the deal is with Ben Simmons right now. So that's just my opinion on that. In the article, they were also talking about how it's not like a guarantee that the Sixers are going to be moving this number 20 overall pick, although it is the most likely thing. They said the only reason they would keep the pick is if a player that they really, really liked fell down the draft boards. Then they could try to snag him there with that 20 overall pick. But otherwise, it's probably going to be traded. So hopefully I get my reaction to that on camera, because I'm going to be streaming the draft this night before I leave for vacation. So I should be streaming the draft, so look out for that. Another thing I do want to talk about, also in this same sort of articles, in these same articles that I was reading involving the 28th pick, it's not them trading the 28th pick is most likely not related to the Ben Simmons situation. From what I read, the Sixers are deeming most of the offers that the Sixers, or not, that other teams are giving them for Ben Simmons as underwhelming and disappointing, and they're not just going to accept any deal for Ben Simmons. They said they want an all-star caliber player in return. They said that proposed trades like a Malcolm Brogdon deal, or like the Spurs deals that you see, like DeJounte Morey and players like that. Specifically, packages that involve role players and picks are not what they're looking for in a trade for Ben Simmons. They still view him very high, and they think that these trade offers that they're getting or that are being put out to the public are to try to lower his trade value, and they're not going to let that happen because Daryl Morey knows how to play this. Daryl Morey is that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Okay.
Okay?
Are you?
Absolutely.
I think that, in my opinion, as much as Ben Simmons is a disappointment right now, he's still 25. He's still made some all-star teams. He's still been in the Defensive Player of the Year voting, all defensive teams, all NBA teams, whatever. He's had accomplishments, and he's still one of the most talented players in the league and has so much potential. So, in my opinion, I'm not going to trade away that guy for role players, because if you really think about it, as much as we just can't stand Ben Simmons and what he did in the playoffs this year right now, you can't just trade him away for nothing. If you really think about it, let's say the Sixers do a deal with the Pacers that gives you Malcolm Brogdon and like a Jeremy Lamb type player. Let's say you do that deal. Does having Malcolm Brogdon on your team rather than Ben Simmons make you a better team overall? Does that put you over the hump of getting into the championship? In my opinion, it doesn't. So I don't see why you would do that deal. Now, can Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid win a championship? I think that depends on if Ben Simmons decides that he wants to shoot and he's more confident and he wants to shoot the basketball, not just jump shots, but actually like be aggressive and go to the hoop. Something we didn't see him do in this year's playoffs. That's the only way I can see the Sixers winning a championship. Ben Simmons has to be aggressive, or not, Sixers winning a championship with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons on the same roster. Ben Simmons has to be aggressive, and if he's not going to shoot, you have to have another point guard on the floor. He cannot be your main ball handler, and you have to find more creative ways to use him. And if he is going to shoot, I still don't know if he's going to be your point guard, but if he is going to shoot, then the whole thing changes, and I think it's a whole different conversation if Ben Simmons all of a sudden becomes Steph Curry, which we know he's not going to do. But if he all of a sudden starts to shoot jump shots, that was a whole different side rant that I just went on. But we don't know what's going to happen with Ben Simmons. There's still the whole Damian Lillard conversations. That's my ideal scenario. That's what I would want so badly. But that's not what this video is focused on. So let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. What deals would you trade Ben Simmons for? And is it smart trading away this number 28 overall pick? Now, all that being said, that was a lot to talk about, but I do appreciate all you guys watching. So thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I just hit 1,000 subscribers, so again, if you didn't see my last video, thank you all for that. I'm trying to keep growing this channel, so hit the subscribe button, like the video, push it out to other people, comment down below giving me your thoughts and opinions on all things Philly sports. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.